Seabird Island lives in the upper Fraser Valley between Hope and Agassiz, along the heart of the Fraser River. The role Seabird plays is being stewards to Mother Nature through protection and preservation. Seabird has always understood the importance of being caretakers of the lands and resources around them. Through the authority of the Land Code, we are given the opportunity to practice Aboriginal rights and title to manage our lands and resources, leading the way in sustaining an eco-friendly approach to keep in stride with Mother Nature. As the Seabird Island Lands Advisory Committee, our responsibility to the community is to establish laws, policies, and procedures that are in the best interest of you, the Seabird Island people. If we don't help take care of her, she won't help take care of us. With the environment being our highest priority, the warriors of yesterday and today have come together to answer these 4 questions.
Seabird has a lot of resources. I've always been telling people lately that I'm actually quite grateful to come from Seabird because it does give a sense of being part of a community and there's not one age group or not one type of person that's excluded from stuff. So I find that you give a really good sense of a community togetherness.
I don't know, I actually like how they brought in the horticulture in here and all the flowers and everything else that they do. And I like the programs for the youth that they have too. What else? All the new courses that they've brought here and all the new opportunities for, the young and the old kind of. There's plumbing, there's carpentry. I am currently taking a speech and language assistant course. There's graphic design. They actually have a whole selection of courses. Like the annual Seabird Island Festival that they do every year is always nice to come out and watch like the canoe races and the sports and just kind of seeing everybody come from far and wide.
Seabird is largely unspoiled. We still have almost everything intact. We have a large agricultural base, which means a good future for growing crops and vegetables, fruit and vegetables, and actually doing our own canning and processing. And we'll be seeing as the breadbasket of the whole Northwest, I believe, because the other people are selling their lands. Agricultural lands are slowly disappearing from Surrey, Richmond, Chilliwack, Mission, and we can't sell our land.
Well, for the Seabird community, I think one of the most beautiful things around here, if you're ever driving around the whole reserve, is Seabird Island Road. You can go right around and see the slough area and all the beautiful swans. You get to see the eagles. If you're lucky enough, you might be able to see a bear. It's just really beautiful to be so close to nature.
Here, there's just so many things that you can do. I mean, I'm a fisherman. I like to garden, and like I said, I like to harvest trees.
The lakes and rivers, like the rock piles.
We have a lot of country and rivers and open areas, mountains right close by.
Sometimes it's dirty at winter because the dogs usually rip the garbage up and it usually flies around the reserve.
Like the litter on the ground.
Garbage dumping. That's what upsets me. It's random, it's everywhere. It's sad.
How horrible it does look on the dump sites, and it's just actually gives you a feeling like, how can people do that to our area, to our community that we live in? I mean, it's horrible what people can do. Something more of a, maybe like a bigger park for the kids to play in, maybe even like a water park, maybe not to the extent of a swimming pool or anything like that, but even just a water park, you know, somewhere in the summer that water sprays out and the kids can go underneath. Because I remember one time my mom said, hey, look, the sprinkler's going, why don't you guys run out there? And then I thought, like, there's nothing in the summer for the kids that get stuck home. I mean, the lake's so far away and the parks here aren't the greatest, but I think I'd like to see something more for the kids to find themselves doing something other than destroying things or being destructible, because when there's nothing to do, the trouble finds them.
Water park.
A new cafe. I would love to have our cafe back.
To keep the community strong, I think it's essential that there's housing available to families that are in need.
Yes, I would like to see ourselves into more production of fruit and vegetables, processing. I would like to see ourselves in doing our own thing in nurseries and such as tree production, tree nurseries. Right now we're just leasing all our land to other developers. I see ourselves taking over, doing our own thing, and why not ourselves make the money?
Definitely cultural tours, where we're bringing people in. Tourists like to come out and get more involved in being outdoors. You can see it when they have the tulips here, because so many thousands of people come out to just take pictures of the tulips and eat bannock and and stuff like that. You can have a salmon barbecue, or help people experience our culture more and get a better feel of what First Nations people are and what Seabird Island people are about.
What we have gathered is that the people of Seabird Island need to have their voices heard to allow the Lands Advisory Committee to act on their behalf. Through practicing our governance, we can gain strength and keep the right to manage our own resources. Our community has the opportunity to improve the well-being of our people through economic development and maintaining our land and self-sufficiency on reserves. The decision is yours. This is your home, your resources, your revenue. Your voices must be heard by the people, for the people.
La